Hello world. Today at the tailgate coffee table, I have this gorgeous man right here. If you don't know who he is a two-time world champion powerlifter, 6-time national champion powerlifter. His name is Russwole, better known as Russwole. Welcome to the tailgate coffee table.
Appreciate you, man, for having me,
Man, I'm so glad you're here. I've known Russ online for years. We've only met one time in person.
Yeah.
And it's funny because when I hit him up, I already knew he wasn't a coffee guy. I'd seen it somewhere on his social media that he doesn't really fuck with coffee.
Yeah.
So I hit him up and I was like, hey, you want to do the show? He's like, yeah, but can we do matcha? And I was like, oh, yeah, perfect. Because I don't really do non-coffee drinks a lot, but I know I have a lot of non-coffee drinking followers. So this is perfect.
Yeah.
So today, Russ and I are going to make a vanilla matcha latte. It's got about 80 calories in it. It really doesn't have much sugar. The calories come from the milk. Have you made matcha before?
I've not at all. No, never.
All right, so we're going into this raw. All right, so we're about to go into this. Russ has no experience. I'm gonna walk him through it and we're gonna make some matcha.
I'm excited, man.
Let's do it.
Yeah, bet.
All right, so first things first, we're gonna make the matcha. So when you're making matcha, you wanna mix the powder with some water before you pour it into your milk for the latte.
Okay.
So first off, we're gonna just add some water. So you can add 3 ounces of water to that cup.
3 ounces, all right. Damn, I just got nervous all of a sudden. I'm like, gotta lock in. Bet.
All right, 3 ounces of water, and we're gonna do 1 teaspoon of matcha. Truthfully, I don't make matcha ever. So this is the matcha I got. I don't know. I don't really have a recommendation, but this was $30, so I assume that it's good. It says ceremonial blend, and I know that there are different types of blends of matcha, so if I'm disrespecting to any of you true matcha enthusiasts, I apologize. But we're making something that you can make at home, you can make it easy, and yeah, we're not gonna overcomplicate it today. So we're gonna do 1 teaspoon of matcha in that water.
What's crazy is that, like, I've been wanting to actually make green tea for a minute. Like, I love green tea. And every time I go to the store or like I post about it, people are like, oh, you need to make your own, you need to make your own. I'm like, I don't even know how to do that. So it's gonna be like 8 scoops, right? About?
Yeah, you could do 8 scoops, or you could just do 3 grams.
Okay, 3 grams, all right.
Do you cook a lot of your own food?
Yeah, now I do. And it's like whenever I'm like studying or editing content, I like love to have matcha because I'll go to coffee shops and do that kind of stuff. But now, you know, I saw this opportunity. I was like, oh, bet he wants to make coffee. I was like, let me ask him if he does anything like matcha related, because that would be clutch. Knock out 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah.
All right, perfect.
Damn, on the 3.
Yeah.
All right. What I read online about making matcha is that you don't want to use a hand frother. But if you do use a hand frother, then you should use a little less matcha and a little more water, because I guess it can clump up. Whatever, bro. We're not getting scientific with this today. So you just use a hand frother and mix it up until it's nice.
I act like a child whenever I have, oh, there we go. Yeah, I act like a little child every time I have a frother. Oh, shit. Goddamn. Strong. This definitely looks like I just punched a bunch of matcha inside the cup.
So that's step number 3. So first was water, second was powder, third was hand froth. Next up, we're gonna get our cup that we're gonna drink the matcha out of. We're gonna get some ice in it first. So if you wanna reach in that cooler, there's some ice in there.
All right, bro.
All right, and then what we're gonna do is, so we're making a vanilla matcha. So we're gonna use some sugar-free vanilla, because matcha by itself is not sweet. So if you fuck with that, you can do that.
Yeah.
But there's a certain type of people I refer to as unsweet green tea, and I never want to be referred to.
Yeah, I don't roll like that. That's crazy.
It's disrespectful. Oh shit. So you can go for like 1 to 2 ounces.
Okay.
How sweet you like your drink. If you liked it like the one we made before, do like an ounce.
Ounce? Okay.
Half.
I'll do 2.
Yeah, that should be fine with that. Cool. And then in the cooler again, we have milk.
Okay.
So we're making a latte. And in making a latte, it consists of milk. Latte just means that's the base is milk, and then it's coffee or matcha or whatever else you're putting on top of it. And you know, we got to go with Fairlife because it's lactose free, has 13 grams of protein per serving as compared to regular milk.
Yeah, this is great because in my adult life, I found out that I have developed an intolerance to lactose, unfortunately. No, literally.
I actually know a lot of people that have that issue.
It's funny because I'll make executive decisions. I'll be like, it's worth it. It's mostly just Ben and Jerry's ice cream though.
All right, that's good. Perfect. All right, from here, this is probably the easiest part. You pour your tea right on top.
Yeah, this part. Let me make sure. Let me make sure you got a good view of this. 'Cause this shit turns me on.
This is what they refer to in the industry as a money shot.
The money shot. Oh yeah. Jeez. Which industry are we talking?
That's what interpretation. Go to the front a little bit. Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. There we go. Wild ad libs for matcha, but
Making ASMR content. Yeah. Yo, turn your volume down.
that's a sexy picture. I know we're gonna mix it up, but that is sexy right there, man.
All right, and then normally we'd have a straw, but I came unprepared with no straws today. So just take whatever you want. Yo, use your finger if you want to. Stick it in, give it a little.
You are a wild man, bro. What is going on? Do you actually put your finger in there?
No, I'm just.
Okay, I was like, you a freaky dude, man. Freaky with the coffee.
You just mix it up. Mix it. Hey, mix it however you want to mix it.
Okay, there we go.
So we got our matcha. Russ made this for me, so this will be the true test if he fucked this up or not. But he's gonna try it, taste test it. I'm gonna get you to rate it out of 10.
Okay.
And yeah, so let's try it out.
I gave this 8 out of 10.
This is solid.
Good?
I don't really like matcha like that.
It's good, man.
Good, though.
You should try out like the ones that are like matcha latte mixes and all that kind of stuff. To me, I just like that earthy type of taste to add in this.
It has a nice texture. Yeah, it's like refreshing. You know? All right, so we got our matcha. Gave it an 8 out of 10. Bro, I'm stoked to have you here. Oh, yeah, stoked to get to chat with you a little bit. Let's jump into it.
For sure.